determine whether those opinions were necessary or not necessary, whether the information was to be able to be provided in its fullness or not. That is what the legislation established back in whether 86 or 91, whenever the actual act. We're now saying, well, not really. It's no longer a final decision by the siting council. You have now a number of entities who can hold up the process. It can be one. If it never deems that it provided all the information that's necessary, the siting board, if this goes through, cannot then say, we think you have enough information. So you have now given veto power to any of these entities to stop this project. The second part, they have been in an application, and I'm not saying whether it's a good project or a bad project. I'm just saying is if I submitted an application in 2015 under the set of conditions, and now you tell me many, many years later, I've got to go back and provide whatever this information is necessary from the entities, and you are changing the rules in midstream, and the fact is that after the fact, what is the right of the energy or any application that's in now for those sorts of changes. So we think you are changing the rules in midstream, and we believe that you ought not to provide that. As far as 769, here, this is a comprehensive overhaul of the Energy Facility Siting Act. We provide written testimony in favor against this particular change. We believe this is actually changing the rules in midstream. Also, the sense of it, whether this would be applied to the Burrable application or not. There was some question in another hearing as to whether this would actually apply to the Burrable proposal, since there's been actions in the report that says that you cannot go backwards and have a change in the process. And let's look at the process change. You're adding additional members to the committee. Does that start back de novo for all hearings that you've not had before? Now you're at 5 people. What happens if there's another application in another community? That community gets to pick 2 individuals to go on to that committee. Now you're going to have 5 members. 3 are consistent, the other 2 are not consistent. What is the application process for this? We just believe this changes the process in midstream. It takes us way back in the sense of saying that no one will be able to build a facility within Rhode Island to provide power for the people of the state. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.